My name is Oleg and I'm president and CEO of a newly started company called IoT. We're a solutions provider for IoT, especially in the industrial sector. One of the areas we're very much focused on is electromobility and integration of electromobility with the power grid. But I also wear another hat. I chair IEEE's Internet Initiative that is designed to bring together policymakers and technology developers to ensure secure and wide open internet. Let's think about what's happening with the grid today. We're adding distributed energy resources. We're adding very unconventional to the grid loads, such as electric vehicles, which represent a very significant load, but it's not predictable. It can happen in any point of the grid at any time. It can exist for a period of time that cannot be predicted because it depends on the consumer's desire to charge for 5 minutes, 2 hours, 10 hours. It's unpredictable. So what do we need to do? Well, we need to create something that allows us to preserve the resilience, safety, and power quality quality of the service of the grid. How do we do that? Well, one can say we can rewire the whole grid to transform it to the requirements that we have today in front of us. But that is probably impossible and impractical because the requirement for the capital is just not sustainable. So what is the other option? The other option is to bring intelligence. The IoT can help us to transform the grid into this intelligent organism that can actually cope with the new requirements, cope with the new transition. And that means that the benefits that we will bring to the consumers is reliable and safe power quality that they're accustomed to expect. What does it mean to utilities? It's lesser capital expenditures to transform the grid into something that answers the requirements of today and tomorrow. What is the benefit to society? Well, we're becoming more efficient, greener, and consume less energy overall because we know how to channel this energy in a better fashion, how to better leverage, as an example, base rate energy produced by hydro, rather than running gas turbines that cost us a lot of money. So I think IoT's power is really in bringing intelligence to the grid, so we can start making intelligent decisions at every step of the way, as consumers, as operators, and devices themselves, because IoT brings intelligence not only to us as consumers and operators, but into every device. So now we can rely on the grid itself to organize in a fashion that responds to the demands the best. So to summarize, better, safer, less expensive, and greener. I think it's a fantastic event. I'm really delighted and grateful that I was invited to be a part of it. I specifically liked the way that it was organized in two venues, horizontal technologies and vertically integrated ones. I think that cuts down to exactly what IoT is. IoT is a gigantic matrix of horizontal technologies that become integrated into vertical domains. I think it's fascinating to see how well it played out in those two pavilions, to see horizontal technologies and vertical domains. One recommendation, it would be great to have a little bit more networking time. I think a lot of attendees would enjoy a chance to interact with each other. And I think the amount of information that we received here deserves an opportunity to be discussed in a venue so we can all get together and chat about what impressions are and what we have accomplished here. But overall, the event is fantastic.